Social Security, SSI and SSDI arrival times. There's going to be some checks going out tomorrow, and I'm going to get you all the latest information to know exactly when payments will be arriving. Now, take a look at this article that just came out. Social Security Supplemental Income 2023 updates. Huge bonus. June $914 payment drops imminently. See the exact dates. Now, I just want to clarify so there's no confusion on this. The way it's written, bonus, makes it sound like there's an extra check that's coming out. It actually is not. It is the July check arriving earlier in June. So yes, you will be receiving 2 checks in the month of June, but you as a result will not be receiving a check in July. And again, this is only for SSI. There's a difference between retirement, SSI, SSDI, veterans benefits, all the different ones. Now, in addition to that, I'm also going to be covering for you June SSDI check. Here's when to expect your payment if you have not already received it. I'm going to be covering for you the exact dates so that way there is no confusion, because I want to make sure that people don't think they're getting a bonus check tomorrow in the mail. It is actually the July payment early. Now, in addition to that, I've let you guys know that there is a lot going on with Social Security right now, and we have heard that there are some major deadlines that you do not want to miss if you missed out on any stimulus check provisions, and we're hearing that a lot of the people that missed out on this were those that collected Social Security and felt like they did not need to file their taxes. So if that is you, stick around to the end because there's some updates that are time sensitive you do not want to miss. But let's go ahead and get you caught up on the arrival times, specific dates, so you know exactly when you can expect those checks. And before we do me a quick favor, smash the like button if you appreciate the updates. Hit subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Why not? And with that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this article that literally came out today. And again, as you guys know, I cite all the sources, put them on the screen, read right from them, so that way you can see it's the latest and know that we're getting this information cited, it's sourced. You can see it's the latest. Now, this article says that Social Security Supplemental Income 2023 updates. Huge bonus for June of $914 payments drops imminently. See the exact date. Now, just to clarify as well, that $914 is not going to be going out to everybody. It is going to be the amount that you typically receive. Now, they just use that amount. You're going to be seeing why here in just a second. Millions of SSI recipients will get their second check of June this week thanks to a key detail. Now, the July SSI payment is set to go out on June 30th, which is tomorrow. So you can expect that payment of July 1st because the first of the month falls on a Saturday. So this is a typical thing with the scheduling. SSI payments usually go out on the first of each month unless the day falls on a holiday or a weekend. In that case, recipients get paid on the earliest business day before the first of the month. So that is the situation here for those of you on SSI or Supplemental Security Income. Now, the typical federal SSI benefit rate this year is $914. So they're saying that is the typical payment. Some is more, some is less for an individual, and $1,371 for a couple, and many states choose to enhance these amounts, as well as I've covered in detail for you in previous videos about various states have their own supplements that are added to the benefits. Now, after June 30th, the next SSI payment will then go out on August 1st. So as we mentioned, as a result of double payments in June, you will not be receiving a payment in July, but you will be back on your regularly scheduled payments in August. Now, let's also talk about SSDI so you can know when to expect those checks. If you haven't received this month's disability insurance check yet, here is when you can get yours. Now, this article just came out 2 days ago, and it says the final round of June Social Security disability insurance payments is coming this week. 3 other rounds already went out this month to those who have been receiving SSDI since May of 1997 and people with birthdays falling between the 1st and the 20th. Now, also, as you guys know, as I mentioned, there are differences between SSDI, disability, SSI, supplemental security income, and also retirement. Then we've also got survivors benefits. There's being bills right now to propose to enhance that. There's an assortment of different provisions that go out through the SSA or the Social Security Administration. And right now, all of them, there are proposals for increases, as we mentioned in previous videos. Bills are being proposed. We've had at least 7. There's actually more than that have been proposed in Congress to help enhance the benefits because beneficiaries that are saying do not receive enough for their payments. And SSDI and SSI, retirement, all of these are included for the enhancements. Now, in addition to that, they're trying to extend the solvency because, as I've let you know here on the channel several times, we have an issue that's going to be arising within the next 8 to 12 years or so, in which there's not going to be enough funds to pay out everybody their full benefits. Now, to clarify, it will not go bankrupt. I've mentioned this several times. You still will get paid, but you will get your benefits cut. And again, that is unless Congress steps up to the plate and gets something done to help protect those that are receiving these benefits, that have paid into Social Security their whole lives and now are being told they're not going to get their full benefits because the money is running out. Now, when your money arrives depends on two things: your date of birth and the year that you first started receiving Social Security disability income money. Note that SSDI follows a similar schedule as the Social Security payments unless you've been getting SSDI checks for several decades. We'll explain below. Now, SSDI payments scheduled if you received them since 1997 or earlier. If you've been an SSDI recipient since May of 1997 or before, your payments should arrive on the third day of every month. So a lot of people say they get it on the third. That is the situation for those that have received it since or before May of 1997. Now, there are exceptions, however. If the third day of the month falls on a weekend or a holiday, you'll get your payment on the nearest business day. For example, June 3rd fell on a Saturday, so beneficiaries receive their payments on Friday, June 2nd. Now, the SSDI payment schedule for everyone else depends on their birthdays. Payments for those who haven't been receiving SSDI money since 1997 or before follow the same schedule as Social Security, and here's how it works. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of the month, then your payments will be sent out on the second Wednesday of the month. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, then you're going to get it on the third Wednesday of the month. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st of the month, then your payment will go out on the fourth Wednesday of the month. So, when are you going to be getting your SSDI payments exactly for June? Well, you should have received them by now. This article was written 2 days ago. But on June 14th, those with birthdays between the 1st and the 10th should have got their payments. June 21st, they should have gotten their payments if their birthdays were between the 11th and the 20th. And June 28th, if your birthday was between the 21st and the 31st. So that is for the month of June. And now we're going to be following this same schedule for SSDI as we enter into July. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to keep you up to date on everything so you don't miss out on anything, because a lot of people don't realize a lot of the stuff that's happening right now with Social Security, stimulus, Congress. There's still things taking place right now, and people have limited amounts of time to get a hold of certain benefits that are available to them and their family. So as things are rolling out, I'm going to be sure to keep you guys up to date. Now, in addition to that, as I mentioned, there is only about 18 days left to collect any missed stimulus provisions that you might have forgotten, because a lot of people that collect these fixed income benefits from the Social Security Administration don't file taxes because they're like, I don't collect enough to do so, so why bother? Well, the reason why you might want to bother is because there were stimulus checks going out in the amounts of thousands, and also EITC payments that could have been worth up to $7,000 that they're saying people missed out on because they did not file their taxes. And the expiration is right around the corner. July 17th, the IRS has let us know, is the last day to let them know that you missed out on money and you need to claim it before they close the window of opportunity for you to get it. Normally it's about 3 years. It's going to go out to July 17th for the 2019 claims for those first stimulus checks. So if you missed that first $1,200 stimulus check and you're like, I don't know what happened to it, you've got a limited amount of time to let them know you missed out and you need to receive it. And that also is in effect for the second and third checks. That's going to be expiring next year. So you're going to want to make sure that you claim anything that you missed. And as I let you guys know, I did a video on it. I covered all the details for you. Check it out right here for more information. And also always consult a specialist or an accountant when it comes to taxation. They'll be able to help you out with that. But you guys, wanted to get you caught up on the latest for arrivals for Social Security. And as I mentioned, I'll keep you up to date as more things roll out. We've got several bills and proposals, enhancements. I'll let you know here on the channel. But that is the latest, you guys, and thank you so much for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.